Dear students, we all know that female reproductive system is adapted to provide prenatal and postnatal care. We all have studied how the fetus has developed in the uterine cavity, how the connection was maintained between the fetus and the mother by forming a specialized tissue which we called as the placenta, and the fetus during whole of its gestation period act as parasite actually this is a negative term, but we can call it as a parasite because it is totally dependent on the mother for getting its nutrition, for getting the gases or to removal of its excretory waste. Means all the growth period, all the developmental period was totally supported by mothers. Mother was providing all the type of necessary chemicals or hormones or the growth factors. But after fertilization process, when the birth of that fully grown fetus has taken place, the infant or the neonate is not in position to get nourishment by its own. So now the postnatal care is also going to be provided by the mother. She has already developed the mammary glands, and the development of mammary glands was under the influence of hormone estrogen. Now it is time to feed the young one, and this feeding of the young one, this time period when she is going to secrete the milk and feed the young one is known as lactation period. This lactation period starts soon after the birth or immediately after the birth of the baby, and the very first fluid that is going to be secreted out from her breasts is known as the colostrum. This is a fluid which is released immediately after birth of the fetus. Now what is speciality of this colostrum? Why we are not calling it actually the milk? Why it is, what is its importance? This is a yellow colored fluid which is having a number of nutritive substances, proteins, lactose, sugar, and also immunity providing antibodies. Especially I want to mention IgA type of antibodies. These are the immunoglobulins which are present in this colostrum. This colostrum is secreted in first 3 to 4 days of her lactation period, and after this 3 or 4 days normal color milk is secreted out. But this colostrum is very important fluid. It should be necessarily given to the baby, because as I have mentioned that it is not a type of nourishing fluid. It is not only going to give the food but also provide immunity to that growing baby or infant. So it is a type of ready-made antibodies that are passing from mother to the developing infant for its growth and development. If this liquid is not given, if the milk of the mother is not given to the infant, then it is observed. This is a common observation that such infants are weak immunity wise, means they suffer from a lot of diseases if they are not fed on mother's milk. So this is very essential. Not only IgA type of antibodies are in this colostrum, but it is also containing some WBCs like neutrophils, like macrophages that protect it from the infections. Because in uterus cavity it was safe, it was not exposed to the external infectious agents. It was safely placed in that uterine cavity and covered by those membranes. But because after it is exposed to number of infectious agents. So it will be impossible to fight by its own against all these germs at rapid stage. So to provide it a rapid immunity, the ready-made antibodies are passed through this fluid which is known as colostrum. Now this colostrum or this fluid secretion and the milk secretion process, it is under the influence of two hormones. First is the prolactin hormone. This prolactin hormone is milk production hormone released by anterior pituitary. When the gestation period was going on, mother's mammary glands were also preparing themselves for the future lactation period. And when the birth of that baby take place, then they have to secrete, they have to release the milk, and that's why this milk production process is supported by, or it is under the control of this prolactin hormone. But the release of this milk production is under the control of prolactin, milk formation is under the control of prolactin, but it will be released from the breast only when mother will get signal in the form of breast sucking. When the infant will start sucking her breast, then this will act as a sort of signal for her, and her body will start releasing oxytocin. Again, this is the same hormone that helped the myometrium to contract and help in parturition process. That's why we were calling it the birth hormone. But it is also a hormone which will help in release of milk from the breast, oxytocin. So this hormone is essential to pass out the milk from breast to the sucking the baby. So this is milk ejection hormone here. During parturition we called it as the birth hormone. Here we will call, during lactation period, the same hormone is called as milk ejection hormone, and this prolactin hormone which is helping in production of milk is known as the milk hormone. Now, very important thing, there has been some observation that many of the mothers, they don't feed their young ones on their own milk. In such cases, when the breasts are not emptied fully, when the milk is not sucked by their infants, then the breast itself secretes a protein which is known as inhibitory peptide. This inhibitory peptide will stop release of or the production of this milk by sending a signal to the anterior pituitary hormone, because prolactin is responsible for the milk production. But when this milk which is produced is not consumed fully, in that case signals arises from this breast or the mammary glands in the form of inhibitory peptides, and they pass to the anterior pituitary so that the anterior pituitary can stop release of prolactin and milk production can be stopped. So such mothers which do not feed their young ones on their milk, they soon start their breasts are going to stop production of the milk. And again I am saying this is a very important liquid, colostrum and the milk. This lactation period is very important period. The mother should feed her young one on her own milk, otherwise the growth and development of her fetus will be influenced, because this milk is not only a nourishment source but also going to provide immunity against a number of diseases. So I hope this lecture is clear to you.